Gossip, gossip.
Steady gossip.
What's up, world? You're tuned into 423 FM. You already know we've got you covered with your daily dose of celebrity drama. Now let's get into it. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the 423. More often than not, the extravagant trips influencers get paid to go on every weekend end up causing some sort of controversy. Whether it's two celebrities on the trip getting into a feud, or more serious issues like the fact that a lot of companies neglect to invite anyone other than white women, these sponsored vacations can actually be really harmful, which is exactly what's going on right now in Saudi Arabia. A lot of really high-profile influencers just so happen to be vacationing in Saudi Arabia right now, and no, it's not a coincidence. From the 19th to the 21st of December, huge artists like J Balvin, Steve Aoki, Rick Ross, and more performers from all over the world went to Saudi Arabia for MDL Beast, which is being described as one of the most significant musical events the region has ever seen. A whole bevy of influencers made their way to the Middle East just to attend this festival, and not only that, they made sure to post positive things specifically about being in Saudi Arabia, praising the country and emphasizing how happy they were to be there, not just at the festival. Winnie Harlow posted about being there twice, first writing, "So grateful to be back in Saudi," later writing Arabian sunset under another photo. Sophia Richie started off her trip writing, "Made it to Saudi, can't wait for tonight," and later posting with friends writing, "Saudi girls." Armie Hammer went all in with his endorsement, writing, "What I just witnessed was truly special. I saw Saudi men and women ecstatic about an event that they never thought they would ever see in their lifetime. It felt like a cultural shift, a change, like Woodstock in the 1960s. Social evolution is slow and takes time, but what I was able to be a part of felt like one giant seed of growth. The people that are throwing themselves into the experience will lead a cultural revolution, and we all need to get behind and support #MDL Beast." And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Here's a list of influencers who are paid to travel to Saudi Arabia for MDL Beast. Now, the first problem here is that all of these posts are one huge FTC violation. None of these influencers mention that they're being paid to post these things, which they very clearly are. I've never seen more blatant sponsored posts in my life, and yet there's not one hashtag ad to be seen. But I'm not even going to go into that because the bigger issue here is celebrities throwing their pride to the side, if not just being completely ignorant, while being paid to go on vacation in an effort to rehabilitate a country's image after some seriously terrible events. In May of 2018, Saudi activist Loujain al-Hattal, who helped fight to lift the women's driving ban, was arrested as part of a crackdown on government critics, and to this day she remains in jail because she refused a deal the government offered her, where she would be granted her freedom in exchange for saying that she was never tortured. In October of that same year, Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi was murdered upon walking into the country's consulate in Istanbul to collect the documents needed to marry his fiancée. In 2019, two gay Saudi journalists were outed for their sexuality, forcing them to flee the country and seek refuge in Australia, where they ended up being detained and treated like criminals. And those horrendous stories don't even scratch the surface. Saudi Arabia routinely arrests victims of rape for being raped. They're committing genocide in Yemen, one of the Arab world's poorest countries, and they commonly jail and kill journalists who try to tell the truth about what's really going on within their country and its kingdom. Now, thanks to Instagram stories posted by model Theodora Quinn-Levon, these influencers are being exposed for their shamelessness. She wrote, "If you've been thinking you're seeing a lot of influencers in Saudi Arabia, you're not wrong. The Saudi Arabian government is paying influencers to positively promote travel and events in Saudi Arabia to save face after the brutal assassination of journalist Jamal Khashoggi." She went on to say, "If you're an influencer and you're promoting tourism to a place that openly kills journalists and LGBTQ people, as well as a list of other horrible and archaic laws and policies, you're an effing sellout." After that, she posted a screenshot of a direct message from Emily Radikowski, who admits to turning down the free trip, saying she was waiting for someone to call out all of the other influencers who went. This whole situation is insane. We already know that influencers make their money by shilling products and hyping them up whether they actually like them or not, But advertising a country is so much different than trying to sell your followers some shampoo. It's clear that the Saudi Arabian government paid a whole lot of money for these advertisements because a lot of these influencers with millions of followers posted about MDL Beast and their love for the country in multiple posts. And for celebrities who have 5, 10, 20 million followers, that is not cheap. With that being said, these are all people who clearly don't need the money. And even if they did, this just isn't a situation where you can claim ignorance and get away with it. Even if you know nothing about Saudi Arabia beforehand, if a country is offering you 6 figures to tell your followers they should visit, you should know something isn't right. The same thing just happened with Demi Lovato. She caught so much backlash for accepting a free trip to Israel, where she was paid $150,000 by the Ministry of Jerusalem Affairs to post content from her trip. And after all the criticism, she said she was frustrated because she had no idea of the potential backlash while apologizing for not being more educated. But being sorry for your ignorance just isn't good enough. You'll take a 20-hour flight to a country you've never been to before, but you can't take 5 minutes to Google where you're going. In general, I have no problem with influencers advertising a few products here and there that they might not love, because I know that's how they make their money, and this is a job just like anything else. But once you throw responsibility out the window to praise a country that's doing seriously awful things to their people, it proves that most of these influencers still have no idea how to use their influence. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this. What do you think about influencers advertising a country they clearly know nothing about, all for a paycheck? Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, subscribe to the 423 for more videos, and if you like this one, just give it a quick thumbs up. That is it for today. I will see you guys next time. Bye.